You know what? There are very few figures in this world of Transformers that I haven't gotten a hold of, and one of them is the original Beast Wars Voyager class Scorponok. So today, we're going to review it. Well, I'm going to try to review it, but you won't let me, will you, cat? This box is a blast from the past. Most of you might probably not have been born when this was originally out in stores. In fact, the only time I ever saw this figure was in a Toys R Us once, and it was between him and Inferno. I picked Inferno. I'm not sure if I picked the right one. I think most of you would agree that Inferno was the right choice. This box, oh, the box art is so good. I don't remember half of this box art. It's just so good. Oh, Kenner. Oh, my heavens. Kenner of all toys companies. That's what the toy was originally done with, was Kenner. Yep. Let's open them up and take a look. And look at this big bad bug bot. This is the first time I've ever held or even touched a Scorponok from the Beast Wars line. Yes, I know, I've been doing this for like 400 years, and I've never touched this figure. It's the first time. Like I said, the only other time I've ever seen one in person in the box was at Toys R Us in 1994 or 95. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I'm old. Leave me alone. The detailing and molding on the figure is quite excellent. Look at all the bumps and grooves, and then you've got smooth bits for the rest of the body, and then the little legs on the back of the thorax are molded well, and then you've got this big old tail going all the way up over the figure. Multi-jointed, multi-articulated. Is it perfect? No, but it's crawled and struck right into my heart. In the bug mode, it feels bigger than it actually is. That's simply because of the length of the arms for the pincer bits and the tail. It's not actually that big of a figure. I mean, here's Earthrise Prime mold next to it, and, well, doesn't look that big at all, does it? This figure has a couple of gimmicks, the first of which is its tail. You grab the area that is smooth right at the back of the figure, and then you push the tail forward, and what does it do? It does stabby tail things! Stabby, stabby, stabby tail things! Yeah! And then in its right claw, it has two missiles, which are packaged separately in the box in a plastic little baggie. You put them in, and there is a gentle little opening here, but then when you open it all the way, it does what, real scorpions do, and shoots missiles! Putting the missiles back in is actually a little bit more complicated than I'd like to admit. You can't open the claw all the way. You have to open the bottom claw and then just open it just a little bit, because if you open it all the way, you won't be able to lock the missiles in place, but you have to close it a bit, and then the missiles will lock into place. Little weird, but I get why it does that, because, that's how the mechanism works. And then finally, the last gimmick, which is 100% accurate to real life, I mean, this is why scorpions are feared, don't you know, is the Cyber Bee. You push this button on the back, and it launches a Cyber Bee. The Cyber Bee is so cute. It's a little drone, just like real scorpions, that flies around and stings you and captures all of your information for the Predacons. I'm sorry, for the scorpions to, steal your identity and everything. To get the bee to go back on, you fold it up, thorax and everything, and then just push it into place until it snaps in. I do have concerns of the longevity of all these gimmicks. I feel like this tail gimmick is going to break at some point. The blaster gimmick is definitely going to break, and that Cyber Planet B? Yes, Cyber Planet B that clip is going to break at some point. Oh, well, that's a problem for future me. The figure's transformation is way simpler than I thought it was going to be. Flip the figure upside down, grab the feet or the head of the scorpion mode, flip it up, then come to the back of the bug mode and flip up the robot head and this little connector bit. Flip the whole section around, fold the legs down again, bring the head up, and there's a peg underneath the head that'll peg into where the chest goes, like so. Fold the legs back, flip the stinger around, flip the toes out and the scorpion head back to form heels, stand the figure up, and you're pretty much done. For the tail, there is one more hinge that clicks into place, so you get the tail hanging over Scorponok's head. And then we have, well, the Mutant Head, first of all. Truth be told, the Mutant Head isn't bad. It isn't great either. It kind of looks like a combination between a cone head and somebody going scuba diving. But the head splits open, and you have Scorponok's real face in there. Real face. It kind of looks like the show a bit. Ah, dang it. The ball joints in the hips on my figure are way too loose. Nothing I can't fix, but still kind of sad that they're so loose. Otherwise, posability is actually okay, even though the arms are ridiculously heavy. I mean, if any Transformer head could be considered having Hulk hands, it's this guy. Head is on a ball joint. There is some movement side to side, up and down. Swivel, hinge, swivel, hinge, swivel for the arms. No torso articulation. Ball joint in the hip. Then there is a thigh swivel just underneath the ball joint. Legs bend about 90 degrees. Toes move forward and back for the transformation. So you can get off poses. Unfortunately, my figure can't really pose all that well because these damn ball joints in the hips are too loose. If I just leave it alone, it's going to fall over unless I maybe can pull off a beauty pose. There we go. Beauty pose Scorponok with disapproving evil dad. Overall, I do like Scorponok. I just wish the hips were a little bit better. Oh geez. Oh geez. Oh geez, it's fallen. Oh geez. Scorponok's gimmicks are all active in this mode. The missiles do launch. Trust me, I've already shot myself in the face a couple of times. The Cyber Bee is able to be fired in this mode with no problems. And then the, well, piece de resistance is the stingy, stabby thing on the top of his back. Again, we have stabby, 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 stabby. I will be the first to admit that I think all of the gimmicks that are on this figure, the two claws, the bug stabbing mechanism in the back, actually are a detriment to the figure. The stability of the figure is hampered by the heaviness of all three components. But I can't deny the fun factor. This is just a fun toy. And maybe that's from the fact that I've, one, never actually played with it, and two, it's from an era of toys that I have a great fondness for. Objectively, though, it's not perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better than the Scorponok we got in the last year. This thing sucks compared to the original. Overall, I'm super happy I picked this figure up. I think it's a ton of fun and definitely worth having in a retro Beast Wars collection. The figure feels good. The plastic is solid. Yes, I think some parts will probably age poorly, but I'm okay with that because I'm just happy to have it. Yeah, I kind of wish I could go back in time and pick this one up over Inferno. I like this better than that original Beast Wars Inferno figure. I just do. So, folks, let me know what you think of this retro Scorponok down in the comments. Be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Baltmatrix, and I'll catch you all next time.